Hello, Aquarius. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your Love and Life reading, focused on the second half of June from the 16th all the way through the 30th. General as always, guys, so please do keep that in mind, as not every message here will resonate with every single person. What we're going to be focusing on here today are, for those of you who are in separation or going through challenges at this time, we're going to be starting things off with 3D messages when it comes to the person that you are thinking about for this reading. So I'm going to be using my Silhouettes deck, and then we'll grab some cards from the Mystic Moon Oracles deck and clarify with tarot. So let's take a look at that. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. I was going to say Cancer. I just finished the Cancer reading. I still have Cancer in the brain. All right, so let's see here. Aquarius. When it comes to the 3D messages, we've got Dream House coming through here. It's not a home unless we're in it together. Okay, so you guys could have lived together, shared a home together. Maybe you did find your dream home, but without each other, it's just four walls. It's just a house. Okay, so let's go ahead and add to that. For Aquarius, please, angels and spirit guides. We do have a dance like no one is watching. I'm also getting for some of you that if you are home alone, maybe this is something that you enjoy doing, just dancing, just spending time listening to music. And I'm also getting for some of you guys that you're kind of just doing your own thing at this point in time. For others, maybe you're really a gifted dancer. You could be very talented in that. We have sight coming through as well. This card says sometimes we don't see what we need to see until after it's gone. And then we have spellbound coming through here. You've captured me with just one glance. Your mere presence fascinates me beyond words and leaves me speechless. All right, so we'll clarify all that, of course. Let's go ahead and grab some additional cards from the Mystic Moon Oracles deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. All right, what else do we need to know here? Focusing on the 3D. Right now there's a barrier, so maybe for those of you who are at a distance from one another, maybe there's no interaction. There is this blockage between the two of you. It could be you, Aquarius, that put up this barrier. So maybe even if they did want to reach out, they're unable to do so. You could have blocked them on social media. You might have blocked them from calling you. Some of you guys, I'm also getting, maybe you moved to a different house. Look at this. This is why the barrier is there, because someone was being deceptive and dishonest. And then the next card is abandoned. So I kind of get that. I mean, starting things off with the dream house, right? It's not a home unless we're in it together. Somebody moved out. Maybe it was you. But for others, I feel perhaps you're the one that stayed and then they ended up leaving. Someone abandoned the connection, or this could also be that you walked away from somebody because they were deceptive with you. So you might have, I'm getting for some of you guys too, that you might have even changed the locks to the house so that they can't get in, so that they don't have access if they had keys to the house. I'm getting that for some of you, that you kind of lock them out. Figuratively and literally lock them out. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to move this over here. Let's grab some tarot to clarify this. So I'm going to go ahead and pull cards from my tarot teacher here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. When it comes to the 3D world, 3D messages, what is it that you need to know at this time? We do have the Judgment here, so I have a feeling your person might have had an epiphany, a light bulb, a wake-up call. That's how I see the Judgment card. It's a wake-up call. It's like an alarm clock that you can't ignore. So your person might have had a lot of realization since you guys parted ways. Knowing perhaps that they hurt you because they were deceptive. For some of you guys, there could have been infidelities in the partnership. And yeah, some of you guys could have been dealing with third-party situations. It doesn't have to be that all the time, but I feel for some of you guys that that is exactly what was going on. And maybe if you were the one that abandoned the connection, you walked away, part of their realizations and waking up, it is an awakening with that Judgment card, that through this card right here, they've had clarity. You know, they now see what it is that they perhaps failed to see before. Because this is the need to ask for forgiveness. This is the need to make amends, to apologize. I'm getting, though, for some of you that they can't, not that they can't, they can, but they might be, again, running into some blockages and barriers because you put those boundaries up so that they can't reach you. So if you did block them on social media, and if they do want to apologize, they are unable to. Look at these cards. We've got the Five of Cups, we've got the Five of Swords, and now we've got the Death card. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. So fives are very challenging in tarot. They represent adversity. Five of Cups clearly indicating sadness and loss, disappointment, and it's another card of abandonment. We've already got the Abandoned card right here. So the relationship failed because they were not acknowledging, or they just didn't see that their actions were actually contributing to why things fell apart in this relationship. So now they've got a lot of regrets over what's happened. They want forgiveness. They want to apologize. Five of Swords. Another card letting us know that someone walked away because there were issues here. Conflicts, competition, third parties, cheating, infidelities. That was going on. I'm feeling you walked away here, Aquarius. And like I mentioned, if it wasn't actually you that ended things, then they ended things. But no matter how you look at this, it ended. Okay? Death card represents the end of a cycle. It ended. Done. So we've got cards here that are letting us know that the only way to go is to transition out of this. Whether you guys transition together and work it out, or you transition separately, go your separate ways and move on to other relationships. Because the way things are presenting itself in the 3D, you guys can't get past this unless you create change. Part of that change is getting rid of this. Getting rid of this. Sneakiness, deception. That's what you guys were dealing with. And so you detached, you let go, you walked away. And this represents a metamorphosis. This represents the transformation. This represents the changes that need to happen in order for you guys to fix this, basically. We have the Page of Pentacles, which is actually good because this is manifestation of a much stronger foundation, of a solid beginning in the partnership. Some of you guys could be dealing with a partner who's younger than you, so maybe they're a little bit immature in the way they're processing all this, but they have this desire to be able to manifest things in their life with you. And then you've got the Sun. So even though you've had deception and infidelities and trust issues in this partnership, you guys can restore this partnership and be happy again. you can get there, but you're not going to get there without forgiveness, being able to deal with ultimately what happened in the past that brought you guys here. And then we've got the Hermit card here. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. So if there is no interaction, no communication, which I do feel is what's happening here, that could be because someone's just wanting to be alone, spending time on their own to reflect, to think, to contemplate, what's their next move? Do they still see a future with you, or do you see a future with them? Or is it truly the end? Part of this metamorphosis could be a new beginning as far as new love coming in for some of you guys. It doesn't necessarily mean a new start to give you and this person a new beginning, because for some of you, I feel it could be the end of the road, but that might also be a blessing, because by that ending, it creates a new beginning for you to really find the right kind of love that can put you into this energy of the sun, where perhaps you couldn't even fathom how happy you could possibly be with somebody, or just the overall happiness that you could have in your life by closing the door to somebody, okay, that really hurt you. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what is in their heart space for you. And if you relate to any of these messages for yourself, what it is that you'd want to say to them if you had the opportunity. Let's take a look. So this is the Heart Space Oracle. So what do you guys want to say to each other in the 3D? Look at that. I want you and only you. But maybe they didn't see that until after they lost you. The moment I saw you, there's that reference, right, to sight. The moment I saw you, my life was changed forever. The love I feel for you is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of love that can never be replaced or replicated. But again, guys, what I'm getting here is they didn't even recognize this or realize this, or have that awakening through this Judgment card. They didn't even realize it until after you abandoned the connection. But abandoned it for a good reason, because there was someone here that you couldn't trust. Let's see what else. Heart space messages in the 3D. So they want you to know that they still want you, and they want only you. I can't even breathe right without you. You've only scratched the surface of what is in my heart for you. And they want you to know that they're the one for you, or they see you as the one. Okay, so these are the messages that want to be expressed in the 3D at this time. So let's now take a look and see what needs to come through from the 5D when it comes to the two of you. Okay, so they fail to see certain things when you guys were together initially. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some insight from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck, taking a look at 5D messages here. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Aquarius. So what else do we need to know? Focusing on 5D now. Voyage, look at that. This has been a fantastic voyage between you and I. I can't wait to share more days and nights with you, always enjoying each other's company. There are no awkward silent moments. There never has been. You're my favorite adventure. I'm ready for more. So if they could really express themselves in the 5D, they don't want things to be over. They see themselves having more adventures with you. They feel that the voyage that you guys have been on, it's not over. And then we have Broken. Look at these cards. And then we have the Twin. Wow. All right, so you could have been dealing with somebody who was broken. Or it could have been you that was hurt by other people, and therefore you ran away from this connection because they did hurt you. All right, so 5D again, right? So we're taking a look at the message. This says, I ran away from you because I was afraid. I've given my heart before and my heart was broken. I don't know how not to run. All I do is run from love. I've gotten so used to the pain. I'm almost numb to it. Maybe, just maybe, I'll give it one more try. This could be what it is that you want your person to understand in the 5D, Aquarius, or what it is that they are trying to convey to you. They're willing to give it one more try, or it is you that's willing to try again. They're coming through as your twin flame, and they see you as their twin flame. You are my twin flame. You are the other half of my soul. No one else could ever come close to the type of intense spiritual connection that we are blessed to share. I'm honored that you are mine to explore this thing called life with, my life partner, my best friend, my soul spouse, my forever love. Beautiful card. So right now, you guys might be twins in separation, but they're telling you in the 5D that you're still very much a part of their heart. They're willing to try again if you are, and they see and want more adventures between the two of you. So let's add to this. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Journey of Love and Journey of Love 2 decks. I combined both of them. These decks are by Bridget of Divine Essentials. So let's grab a couple of cards here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. All right, what else do we need to know? I'm guided to this one. Look at this, guys. It says abandon. The number 33 could also be significant for some of you. It says, please don't give up. They know that you had to go. They know that you had to abandon the connection because they were being deceptive with you. But here in the 5D, they don't want you to give up on them. They don't want that. And maybe they realize that they broke you, that they hurt you, but they are really hoping that you're willing to give them another chance, another try. Oh my gosh. Let's grab one more card. They're ready to be a loyal companion to you. They know that they weren't loyal to you before. This could be someone's age, the number 25. That could be either a birth date or a significant number for some of you. 33, 25 could be your individual ages for some. So this says, my love is unconditional. They are ready to come towards you as someone who's loyal rather than someone who would cheat on you or hurt you or be deceptive towards you. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify with some tarot. So I'm going to pull from my Illuminated Star Tarot. This is my new deck. And if you're familiar with my other tarot decks, all of them have obviously a lot of detail on it because it's meant to teach those who would like to learn tarot. So I like to think of this deck as the graduated version that doesn't have a whole lot of detail. It still has some key words to it to help you to continue to interpret the messages. But it's definitely taking the training wheels off of tarot, so to speak, in order for you to really be mindful and trust your gut and intuition and the interpretations. So there's a lot of decks that you'll be seeing here. This is going to be a long reading, probably close to an hour. So a lot of decks that I'll be using. And of course, I'll include all of the links, not a lot, or the links to the decks down below. I can't speak today. All right, Aquarius, so let's clarify. Look at that. We've got the Three of Pentacles, which is all about teamwork and collaboration. They know that they have to work as a team with you in order for this relationship to work. Look at this. The Six of Swords is a transition, okay? Releasing baggage, leaving things behind. Didn't that already come through? If I'm not mistaken, I've done so many readings here today. No, it didn't. I thought it did. I'm tripping. No, it didn't. Okay, I was thinking of another reading I did. So this is actually really good, though, Aquarius, because this is heading towards calmer waters. Okay, that is the interpretation of the Six of Swords. You're moving on. You're leaving the past behind. You're transitioning to something calmer and better between the two of you. The Nine of Pentacles is someone who is self-sufficient. So what I get from you or for you, Aquarius, is that during the breakup and separation, it's not like you were sitting at home just being a hermit and just letting life pass you by. I mean, we did end up getting the Hermit card for some of you guys, but I feel that, you know, there are those of you who were really exercising your independence during this time to really be able to just live your best life, you know. That includes whatever it is that you do for a living. Maybe you've thrown a lot of your energies into work and your passions in life. Financially, you could be able to stand on your own 2 feet. Nine of Pentacles really represents, for some people, having everything that they could possibly ever want in life, but what they might be missing is love. That could be your person as well. Look at this, guys. You've got the Four of Wands, clarifying the twin flame connection here. Okay, so this is a reunion. What they do want to be able to manifest in the 3D is this reunion. But right now you guys are coming together in the 5D. They want to be able to establish this strong foundation that you guys can actually stand on. But right now it's happening in the 5D and not quite happening in the 3D yet. Okay. Two of Pentacles represents the fact that there was juggling going on, third parties, infidelities, trust issues that could have been the issue, and it's being acknowledged here as well. Okay, but this is also about being able to make decisions that can put them back into balance, certainly when it comes to you. Hanged Man. The Sun coming through again. Look at these cards. Okay, so we already know that we've got the Sun coming in twice. So happiness can be reinstated in this partnership. You guys were happy before, you can be happy again. And I feel for those in separation and not in contact in the 3D, there's a lot going on in the 5D between the two of you. Conversations perhaps that are not happening in the 3D world, but are happening in the 5D. We're going to move on to telepathic conversations that you guys might be having. That's the next section of this reading. Okay? But you guys had to let each other go. And, you know, you're perhaps both acknowledging that here and the need to really see things from each other's perspectives. Okay? Because the Hangman is a new perspective. Being able to know and understand where you're coming from and where they are coming from as well. Being able to see the situation with a different set of eyes, just perhaps more compassion, more understanding that's needed here. But yeah, this was the fact that you guys let go, and that was a necessary letting go. Okay, that needed to happen, I feel, in order for you guys to make room for better in this partnership. But I mean, geez, the Sun coming through twice is a wonderful energy and message presenting itself here. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some dialogue messages and what your person would want to say to you in the 5D if they could. And if you, again, relate to any of these messages for yourself and what you want to say to them, you're more than welcome to interpret it in that way too. So what are the words? What needs to be expressed in the 5D? I dreamt you into existence. Okay, and I really do feel here, Aquarius, that they dream of you for real. Like they go to sleep at night and you're the first thing that pops up in their dreams. There's a lot of interaction going on in the 5D. Your love lifts me so high I could fly. You make them happy. You represent that energy of the Sun that makes them so happy. Your love is a gift from heaven. Your love lifts me so high I could fly. And then we've got heaven. Let's grab one more message in the 5D. Our soul connection is magical. It really is. It's a very strong soul bond that the two of you share. It hasn't been perfect. It hasn't been easy. But perhaps even though it's broken for now, things can heal and things can come back together and be able to build a much stronger foundation with that Four of Wands. Also, it does represent the number 1111. So if you happen to be seeing that number, that could be your twin trying to reach out to you, even if it is just in the 5D or energetically. So time-wise, number-wise, pay attention to that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the telepathic conversations are going to be like. All right, so starting things off with this deck by Angelic Revelation 144, you have My Heart, Soul Lovers, and Separation. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. So telepathic messages here. Okay, take this if it applies. I am in a relationship with someone else. Still, you are always on my mind and in my heart. All I want is you. So clearly there have been infidelities and deception that happened here. For some of you guys, it could really go either way. Either they abandoned you to be with this person, or again, what I feel for the majority is you abandoned a connection because they moved in a different direction with someone else. But they're telling you here that they still think about you even though they're with someone else. Interesting. This card says, I write you messages, then delete them because I just don't know what to say. I'm so sorry because I know that my silence is hurting you. I am healing and trying to find my strength to be honest with you about how I truly feel. So, if there is no interaction like I've mentioned, that's because right now, as it says, they just don't know how to express themselves. Or they're unable to reach out because they are either blocked or they're running into a barrier of some sort that they can't do it at this time. And then we have this message, I know that I need to make amends for my mistakes. I am contemplating how to do this because I want to show you how much you mean to me. So part of the mistake here for some of you is they cheated on you. There was a third-party situation. For some of you guys, your person is still with that person. Super challenging. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some messages here. I'm going to use my Thinking Man Oracle deck. This is the Volume 2 version. So let's grab some more messages, some telepathic messages from the Divine Masculine here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. What else do we need to know? You are my only desire. Okay? So they're telling you here that you're the only one that they want. That did come through earlier. I want you and only you. Okay? And they see you as the one. And maybe this is you telling them, it's like, I'm the one. But they failed to recognize that before. So this masculine now is telling the feminine, you are my only desire. But we do have some masculines who are still in another relationship. And that's a challenge right there. So perhaps that's why that barrier is there for some of you. But I'm also getting, even though your person might be in another relationship, it could have been a rebound type thing, or they just moved on because they didn't want to be alone. They wanted to be in a relationship. But I'm also getting for some of you that they feel they made a mistake. The passion between us is electrifying. Let the sparks fly. Well, we're going to dig a little bit deeper into that because the next section of this reading takes a look at the physical connection and the sexual chemistry between the two of you. I have everything I could ever want in my life except you. So going back to, what was that card that came through earlier? The Nine of Pentacles is about having everything in your life except love, basically. Okay? That's what this reminds me of for some people. Solo, independent, self-sufficient, but also feeling alone because they don't have the one thing that really matters, which is love. Please answer, it's me. Okay? So I'm getting for some of you that your masculine has tried to call you, or might have even dropped by your house, and maybe you know this and you didn't answer the door or you didn't pick up. So I feel for the masculine that they're trying to make an effort to start the conversation, to get the ball rolling towards communication. But perhaps, my feminines, you're either not ready, or you might still be really upset with your masculine, which is why there's no communication. And again, you might have blocked them on social media. That's could be why there's a barrier. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some insight from the Woman's Intuition Oracle and grab some messages on behalf of the Divine Feminine here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. Sometimes I wonder if I touched your heart in the way you touched mine. Okay, perhaps that can be answered through this reading. They are telling you here, Divine Feminine, that they want you, they desire you. They feel that the connection is electrifying. They recognize that they messed up, they made a mistake. I'd move heaven and earth to be with you again. Okay? So, for some of my feminines, maybe in your heart, you know that there's nothing that you would not do for this person, for your masculine. But I'm also getting that if you're independent and solo right now, that's a personal choice. That even though you want your masculine, you're also not going to allow yourself to be disrespected or treated poorly. Okay? The moment I laid eyes on you, I knew my search was over. Didn't we get something similar to that? Sorry, I gotta see that. Am I imagining things here? Where did I see that? I've done so many readings today, guys. I apologize if that's not here. Well, we do have the sight card, okay? Sometimes we don't see what we need to see until it's gone. I could have sworn. Yeah, here it is. Okay, here it is. So remember this card that came through earlier. The moment I saw you, my life was changed forever. The love I feel for you is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of love that can never be replaced or replicated. And we now have this message from the feminine. The moment I laid eyes on you, I knew my search was over. So I can't help but feel that for the feminine and the masculine, you guys are on the same page. Some of you guys are coming through as twins here. So you mirror each other. So let's go ahead and clarify. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle, Tarot with a Twist. If you are new to my channel, this is a deck that I created especially for advanced beginners who are interested in learning how to read tarot. The majority of the cards, it's got upright and reversed meanings, and the twist here is that it includes new oracle messages as well as new court cards. So it's a fun deck to challenge yourself while you're learning tarot. So let's grab some insight here, Aquarius. Let's clarify some of this stuff here. Here we are again. Look at this with the Judgment card that came through already. So someone is definitely going through an awakening. This is a relationship that can come back to life, but better than it was before. There is something that is changing here. It's a transition. So I really would not be surprised, whoever does the reaching out, to make amends, to call, to text, to come by, to ask for forgiveness, to offer an apology. We have the Oar of Fire, and then we've got the Angel of Hope coming in. So the Oar of Fire, it's time to get moving. Follow your passions, goals, and dreams that light a fire under your feet. and propel you forward in life. You've sat on your laurels for long enough. So many opportunities are presenting themselves to you. Pay attention and take advantage of all of these amazing blessings. Take no action and miss out. It's your choice. I can't help but feel here, Aquarius, that this could be a message for the person that you're thinking about. In order for them to fix whatever they ended up breaking in the partnership, it falls on them to take action. They need to get moving. They need to hop on the train, so to speak, and just head in your direction to be able to fix this. Because if they don't do anything, they can desire you and fantasize about you all day, want to be able to move heaven and earth to make this happen. But that's the thing, if nobody does anything to actually make that happen in the 3D, then all it's going to end up being is a missed opportunity. And then we've got the Angel of Hope here. So perhaps there's a reason why these two cards are coming up next to each other. You've lost your way, your sense of direction. Which way is up? Which way is down? Which way takes you away from who you are, and which way shows you the path you're meant to travel? This is not the end. I am here to help restore the faith within you, to let you know that there is a ray of sunshine, a glimmer of hope that you fail to see. Open your eyes. I am here. So, that's really amazing, considering, again, we've got this, and we have, as you guys have already seen, we've got the Sun card coming through twice. That is where the Angel of Hope is directing you and your person to be able to see, for both of you, to be able to experience the sun coming into your life, pure happiness, very positive energies, joy, illumination, the ultimate expression of happiness between two people. That's what the two of you can have. But someone's got to do something here. I feel either you will or they will. I feel it more so for the person that you're thinking about, that they are finally waking up to what it is that they need to do. They're finally waking up. They're keeping their eye on the prize. So many references to seeing and eyes, and just being able to open up one's eyes. The Eight of Pentacles is one's passions, having high standards for our relationships, our connections, what it is that we are wanting to achieve in our life. That really has a lot to do with putting in the work, working very hard to be able to achieve those things. For some of you guys, this can even apply to your career. Could be a new job. For some of you guys, mastering something, a particular skill. Some of you guys could be self-employed as well. Whatever it is that lights a fire under your feet, as it says, follow your passions, goals, and dreams that light a fire under your feet, because that's what's going to move you forward. You will be rewarded for your hard work, not just in your romantic life, but in your personal life as well. So it really is time for better time management here, and to stop juggling. No more juggling other people, making better decisions. You guys have clearly had some major ups and downs in this partnership. Okay, so we have this card coming up in the reverse. This is someone, interesting how it says no communication, which I feel that's happening right now. But the thing about this redwood tree in the reverse is something was short-lived, okay? That could have been the connection, or that could have been the whole third-party situation. It didn't last. And maybe this is also an indication that your person is no longer talking to whoever that third-party individual was. But it could also represent weakness and someone who's fearful. So if you're not hearing from them, I feel they're afraid to reach out because of the consequences of their actions. Here we are again with that Six of Swords, calmer waters. There's healing that's happening here, a transition, ready to move forward, leaving the past behind, you know? So I really do love the synchronicities that are popping up here. You know, Six of Swords, leaving something behind in order to find something better, find someone better, find a situation that's better than what you guys were dealing with before. Releasing past baggage is so important here. That's what's going to help you guys move forward. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the physical connection here, Aquarius. All right, so this next section, some of the messages, it does contain sexual content, sexual innuendos, and some of the cards can contain profanity. So if that does not interest you, of course, you can fast forward through this section and move on to the next section, which is all about healing. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some insight here, Aquarius. I'm gonna pull from my Sugar and Spice Oracle here, and then we'll use some other decks as well. So when it comes to the sexual chemistry, the physical connection, what do we need to know? We've got tomatoes coming through here. So this card says, we're not always on the same page, but that's okay. We love each other, and as long as our love is intact, our points of view, our opinions, our likes, our dislikes, and everything else in between is insignificant. Doesn't matter as long as I have you. Okay, so it's interesting because earlier I did say that more than likely you guys were on the same page, but this is clearly indicating to us that for some of you, you're not on the same page, or that's what was going on before, which contributed to why you guys went your separate ways. Let's grab another message. We have lime. This makes sense. Okay, so this card says, I admit I can be a bit of a tease. One taste of me and I'll have you salivating for more. Let's meet up for a margarita or casual sex sometime, okay? I'll be the one at the bar wearing green and downing tequila shots with my friends. You want to be friends? Just friends, I think. So some of you guys really were dealing with somebody that just wanted casual sex. They wanted a hookup. They didn't want to get into anything too serious, which could explain love triangles, deception, infidelities. Okay, so that's clearly coming through here. We have cotton candy. My head is spinning with hunger for you. It's like a dream that keeps coming true over and over again. I'm on cloud 9 and I don't ever want to come down from this sweet fantasy. So take whatever part of these messages are making sense for your situation. When it comes to the sexual chemistry, the physical connection though, clearly they are hungering for you. They still desire you. But part of the challenge with what's presenting itself here is they were connecting sexually, physically with other people. Let's grab one more card. We have baklava coming through. There are so many layers to our relationship. Sometimes we're all rolled up in our emotions and it makes it difficult to make good decisions or to think clearly. Sometimes I find myself simply cherishing every sweet moment we get to spend with each other. No matter what happens, I will forever love you. Okay, so this could be the person that hurt you, Aquarius, saying this to you, that regardless of what's happened, that they will forever cherish the sweet memories that you guys did have together. And this is also acknowledging that because there are so many layers to your relationship, it could have also been very complicated. All right, so let's add to that. So far that's not very sexy, but let's go ahead and see what else is coming through. So I'm going to pull from the Slow and Sexy Sensual Love Favors deck. This is another deck by Angelic Revelation 144. For Aquarius, please. Angels and spirit guides. I want to hold and massage your hand. That could be something that they really enjoyed doing for you. sensual massages. Let's talk dirty to each other. Okay, so you guys could have enjoyed sexting each other, talking dirty during sex. Okay, that could have been something that you guys really enjoyed doing. Let's take a sensual bubble bath or shower together. Okay, that could have been as well something that you really enjoyed together. I want to cook for you and with you. Okay, so I mean, we've got tomatoes, we've got lime, and all of these ingredients coming through here. And this could be someone who enjoys cooking. That could be what it is that they do for a living. You guys could be foodies and just really enjoy hanging out and going to dinner and cooking for each other. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we have. I'm going to pull from this deck the Lyrics of the Heart, Grown and Sexy version. This is by Divine Moon Empress. So let's add to this. So I feel part of the reason why things might be a little bit more challenging with the physical connection is because there were infidelities and third parties going on here. That could be why there's a barrier. But they're telling you here that they will forever love you. It doesn't matter as long as I have you. Okay, so this song. You let me violate you, desecrate you, penetrate you. You let me complicate you. So what this song is basically telling us is things played out the way it played out. Certainly with the physical connection, because you allowed them to come in and to do these things to you. Okay, so that as well could have been with the third party. Let's see what else. I want to lick you from head to toe, and I want to move from the bed down to the floor. Then I want to make it so good I don't want to leave, but I got to know what's your fantasy. There we are again. Okay, so there's this desire from this person. They want to know. It's like, what are your fantasies when it comes to the connection? I feel in the 5D those fantasies are happening. There could be very sexual interactions between the two of you in the 5D, and even through telepathic conversations that could be going on. When I think about your sex, nothing better comes to my mind. I want to sex you all the damn time. Okay, so when you guys were intimate, when you guys were sexually active, you could have been at it all the time. Okay, that could have been a very frequent thing between the two of you. So sexually, the chemistry, that was there. The passion, it was there. But things could have also fizzled because they were, frankly, having sex with other people. And there were some major challenges that came through as a result of that. Okay, so let's go ahead and add some tarot to this. I'm going to pull from my Tabby Tarot Teacher. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. So it's a fixable situation, but I really do feel here, Aquarius, that they have to make some major amends with you. They need to be very sincere with their apologies and how they are able to come towards you. This is simply clarifying the deception and the lies and the cheating. Seven of Swords. But this is actually interesting how this is coming through with that Ten of Wands, because I feel you've been carrying this for a very long time, or they have, because of what they've done. They stressed themselves out. They created a very challenging situation for the two of you. But I'm also getting that this might be, or it might be getting to the point where it's getting so heavy that someone's going to have to lay down these burdens that they've been carrying. Maybe you're feeling burnt out as well, Aquarius. What else, please? Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So that already came through. And the reason why it is coming through, if I can find the darn card, is because some of you guys really feel the need to just be solo and independent right now. Because this is a journey that hasn't been easy. This person really hurt you. They were very deceptive, and, you know, some of you guys just aren't ready to welcome them back with open arms. Makes sense, too, that we have a Tower card coming through here. This was chaos right here. The foundation was lost in the partnership. It was catastrophe. They ruined the partnership. That's what created the separation for some of you guys. But look at the next card. The Sun coming through for the third time. So what your angel guides really want you to know and understand here, Aquarius, is even though you've had something happen that was so incredibly painful, you can make it past that. You can find happiness again. For those of you who are on the same page with your person, whether they are a twin flame, whether they are a soulmate, however way you see the connection, if you guys are on the same page and wanting the same things and wanting to be happy together once again, then this is a workable situation. For those of you who just want to go in a different direction and be solo and independent and find love elsewhere, this is telling you here that that's okay too. That you can find fulfillment in your life through other connections as well. This is not the end. You will find love again, no matter who it's with. Whether you reconcile with the person that you're thinking about, or you're meant to find love elsewhere, you're going to be okay no matter how this all plays out. Okay, so that's what's presenting itself here, guys. Sun card showing up 3 times in this reading. Unbelievable. So let's grab some healing messages here for the collective. Okay, so from your angel guides, what are the healing messages here for Aquarius, please? Angels and spirit guides for Aquarius. Healing messages for you at this time. Yeah, you got to trust in yourself first and foremost. Trust has to be restored in the partnership. If you guys are to move past that, I feel for some of you that's possible. Look at this. You've got blessings coming in, followed by new beginnings. I love this. Harmony, balance. Look at these cards. Surrender. Yes, the time to release past baggage. That needs to be taken care of first. You do have a fresh start that's coming in. Harmony restored in your life, balance restored as well. For some of you guys, this retreat card has a couple of meanings, because this retreat energy could be that you have backed away from somebody that hurt you. So you're going in a different direction. Okay. In order to have this new beginning, you got to let go of what you've been carrying. And then we've got the soulmate card coming through here. So we have both coming through in this reading, twin flame and soulmate. Doesn't really matter what the label is. At the end of the day, you have the capability of finding happiness once again. So for some of you guys, there could be a new love that comes in who's able to heal your heart, to heal your broken heart because you've been so hurt by someone through cheating, through infidelities, through tower moments, whatever that might be. If it's not cheating, if it's not infidelity, if it's not a third party, if it's not an affair, then something else happened that broke your heart and broke the relationship. So there could be somebody that comes in to help you heal that part of your heart to move forward and really find happiness. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some additional messages from the Lover's Oracle. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Look at that card for some of you. Okay? Even though they can't be with you, you can't be with them. I really do feel you're still connecting spiritually, energetically. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul, which is why it's so important for you, I feel, Aquarius, to really trust your intuition, your gut. A message for you. Okay, this card says, I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So take that message if you're open to receiving it. And this one says, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Do you see that? So you had to go through this turmoil right here, which represents the tower, to get, not there, to get to the sun. Okay? So there is a blessing here that's meant to come in for you after having gone through something that really hurt you, that tower moment. When the dust settles, after lessons have been learned, learning from the past, you have the capability of really finding true happiness here. Wow. All right, guys, so wrapping it up with some final guidance from the Whispers of Love. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. I'm guided to this one. Consider your foundation. Very important, okay? Because that's part of the reason why you're having to deal with so many issues and challenges, because the foundation was not stable. And that is also why the tower came down. To tear down that rocky foundation, to rebuild a much stronger one, so that you and your person, whoever that might be, whether it's a new love, whether it is a reconciliation with someone that you're in separation from, this is meant to help you to be able to restore that foundation. And that's something that the both of you can certainly strive for and to work on. Let's grab one more card. Spend some quality time together. And I feel for some of you that that will eventually happen. It is imperative that we spend quality time with those we are in significant relationships with, listening and talking to each other. And you will have that opportunity, I feel. New beginnings are coming in, remember. And through this fresh start, harmony can be restored, balance can be restored, as we've already seen, and really giving you guys some quality time to address whatever issues you have going on, to be able to heal that and to finally move on from it, close the door to that chapter and move on and find happiness. You've got the sun repeatedly coming through in this reading. You're meant to be happy, Aquarius. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave this one, guys. And if you're interested in your own reading, that information is down below. And I will see you next time. Take care.